Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A soft, thin, usually translucent, paper. Create a piece of cloth by interlacing strands of fabric, such as wool or cotton. Tissue textiles. Part of an organism consisting of an aggregate of cells having a similar structure and function. A soft, thin, usually translucent, paper. Interlace by or as if by weaving. Create a piece of cloth by interlacing strands of fabric, such as wool or cotton. Sway from side to side. To move or cause to move in a sinuous, spiral, or circular course. Pattern of weaving or structure of a fabric. The physical object that is the product of a newspaper publisher. When it began to rain, he covered his head with a newspaper. An essay, especially one written as an assignment. A daily or weekly publication on folded sheets, contains news and articles and advertisements. He read his newspaper at breakfast. Cover with wallpaper. A business firm that publishes newspapers. Murdoch owns many newspapers. A material made of cellulose pulp derived mainly from wood or rags or certain grasses. A medium for written communication. The notion of an office running without paper is absurd. A scholarly article describing the results of observations or stating hypotheses. He has written many scientific papers. Cover with paper. Paper the box. Make from scratch. Make from scratch. Any part of an organism such as an organ or extremity. A soft, thin, absorbent paper for use in toilets. A strong tissue paper that burns evenly and is sufficiently porous to control the burning of the tobacco in a cigarette. Tissue paper suitable for use on the face. A soft, thin, absorbent paper for use in toilets. A piece of soft absorbent paper, usually 2 or more thin layers, used as a disposable handkerchief. A soft, thin, absorbent paper for use in toilets. A strong tissue paper that burns evenly and is sufficiently porous to control the burning of the tobacco in a cigarette. Computer network consisting of a collection of Internet sites that offer text and graphics and sound and animation resources through the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. An intricate trap that entangles or ensnares its victim. Construct or form a web, as if by weaving. The flattened web-like part of a feather consisting of a series of barbs on either side of the shaft. An interconnected system of things or people. Tangled in a web of cloth. A fabric, especially a fabric in the process of being woven. An intricate network suggesting something that was formed by weaving or interweaving. The trees cast a delicate web of shadows over the lawn. Membrane connecting the toes of some aquatic birds and mammals. Add alcohol to beverages. Spin, wind, or twist together. Draw through eyes or holes. Lace the shoelaces. Make by braiding or interlacing. Lace a tablecloth. A cord that is drawn through eyelets or around hooks in order to draw together 2 edges, as of a shoe or garment. A delicate decorative fabric woven in an open web of symmetrical patterns. Do lacework. Appear very large or occupy a commanding position. Large shadows loomed on the canyon wall. Hang over, as of something threatening, dark, or menacing. A textile machine for weaving yarn into a textile. Come into view indistinctly, often threateningly. Another airplane loomed into the sky. Weave on a loom. Materials loomed in Egypt. The excess of revenues over outlays in a given period of time, including depreciation and other non-cash expenses. An open fabric of string or rope or wire woven together at regular intervals. A computer network consisting of a worldwide network of computer networks that use the TCP/IP network protocols to facilitate data transmission and exchange. Yield as a net profit. This sale netted me $1 million. Make as a net profit. Construct or form a web, as if by weaving. Catch with a net. Net a fish. Conclusive in a process or progression. The net result. Remaining after all deductions. Net profit. A goal lined with netting, as in soccer or hockey. A trap made of netting to catch fish or birds or insects. Game equipment consisting of a strip of netting dividing the playing area in tennis or badminton. Any of various types of fold formed by doubling fabric back upon itself and then pressing or stitching into shape. Make by braiding or interlacing. A hairdo formed by braiding or twisting the hair. Weave into plaits. Play hair. A weave used to produce the effect of parallel diagonal ribs. A cloth with parallel diagonal lines or ribs. Weave diagonal lines into textiles. Form or weave into a braid or braids. Braid hair. Trimming used to decorate clothes or curtains. Make by braiding or interlacing. A hairdo formed by braiding or twisting the hair. Decorate with braids or ribbons. Braid a collar. Thick, heavy, expensive material with a raised pattern. Weave a design into textiles. A cord-like tissue connecting two larger parts of an anatomical structure. A relatively narrow strip of land, with water on both sides, connecting two larger land areas. An unofficial association of people or groups. A cord-like tissue connecting two larger parts of an anatomical structure. A stripe or stripes of contrasting color. Chromosomes exhibit characteristic bands. A group of musicians playing popular music for dancing. Attach a ring to the foot of, in order to identify. Band the geese to observe their migratory patterns. An adornment consisting of a strip of a contrasting color or material. Jewelry consisting of a circlet of precious metal, often set with jewels, worn on the finger. He noted that she wore a wedding band. A strip of material attached to the leg of a bird to identify it, as in studies of bird migration. A driving belt in machinery. A range of frequencies between two limits. A restraint put around something to hold it together. A thin flat strip of flexible material that is worn around the body or one of the limbs, especially to decorate the body. A thin flat strip or loop of flexible material that goes around or over something else, typically to hold it together or as a decoration. bind or tie together, as with a band. Instrumentalists not including string players. The tissue in the bodies of animals. A living thing that has, or can develop, the ability to act or function independently. A system considered analogous in structure or function to a living body. The social organism. The state or fact of existing. A point of view gradually coming into being. A living thing that has, or can develop, the ability to act or function independently. A work produced by hand labor. A craft that requires skillful hands.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.